Hello dear student, I am Rajwant Singh from Lakshmi Prasad Memorial Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur, and today I will explain chapter 2, composition of our planet in SST of class 7. So let's start. My dear student, first of all, you have to know about the structure of Earth. What is the structure of the Earth? On the basis of composition, you can say on the basis of composition, properties of rocks and their destiny, the earth is divided into three concentric layers. First crust, second mantle, and core. Now crust, what is crust? The crust is also said as lithosphere. Lithosphere is the another name of crust, and the crust is the solid outermost layer of the earth, composed of rocks and minerals. And you can say its average thickness varies between 8 kilometer to 50 kilometer. This is the thickness, 8 kilometer to 50 kilometer. And the two distinct layers which the crust comprises are the continental crust or Seol and oceanic crust or Sima. The continental crust or Seol constitutes the uppermost layer of the earth's crust. This is the uppermost layer. You can say this is the upper layer of this crust. Its thickness is up to 50 kilometer, that I have told you already, that 8 kilometer to 50 kilometer. It consists of lighter rocks rich in silica and aluminium. Silica and aluminium both are included in this layer. This layer is not continuous and is mostly found in the continental areas above the lower crust. You can say lower crust is the lowest, and the between lower and uppermost layer, this is situated. So dear student, the lower crust, that is called also sima, is a continuous layer forming an extremely thin ocean floor. It may range from a few meters to 10 kilometers in thickness. The main minerals of this layer are silica and magnesium. Silica and magnesium both are included in this layer. Next, mantle. The mantle or the mesosphere is a term used for the second layer of the earth. Mantle is also called mesosphere. Mesosphere is the another name of mantle. It's beneath It lies beneath the crust and extends up to the core. You can say this is the middle layer of the earth. Its average thickness, if we say about thickness, then its average thickness is 2900 kilometers. The mantle is made up of rocks which are far denser than those constituting the crust. The mantle consists of three layers: depending on temperature and pressure. Condition of temperature and pressure. They cause the rocks to be solid or semi-solid. The temperature of the mantle is extremely high because it contains molten magma coming to the surface as lava during volcanic eruptions. Volcanic eruptions, you know very well, when a volcanic eruptions uh, happens, then a lot of lavas distributes here and there on the earth, and in this layer, iron, magnesium, and silicon are the major constituents of the mantle. In mantle, iron and magnesium and silicon are also present. The uppermost mantle of solid rock extends from the crust downwards to a depth of 75 km to 100 km. The middle mantle has an approximate depth of 300 km. You can say this is the middle layer, you know very well. And also before I have told you that mantle is the middle layer, and approximate depth of this mantle layer is 300 km. Because of intense heat, the rocks are partially molten because here is a lot of heat and therefore in a fluid state. This layer is also called the asthenosphere. In Greek, the term asthenos means to flow. The rocks of the lower mantle are solid due to heat and pressure. There is a lot of effect on this layer, the heat of and pressure. Heat and pressure both makes a impression on this layer. You can say as this. And the third type of this layer, core. Core is the third type, and this is the uh, innermost layer of the earth. The earth's innermost layer is known as the core, or you can say another name, barysphere. This layer has a thickness of about 3500 kilometers. It is mainly made up of heavy metals. Heavy metals, particularly nickel and iron. You can say the another name of iron, ferrum. This is why it is also known as knife. It means Ni nickel and Fe ferrum. Both included are in this type of layer. The boundary separating the mantle and the core is known as Gutenberg discontinuity, named after German geophysicist Benno Gutenberg. The temperature of the core ranges between 3000 degrees centigrade to 6000 degrees centigrade. Besides such a high temperature, I have told you already that here is the temperature that is very high. The core is also subject to extremely high pressure also. Here is the pressure is Here the pressure is also very high. The metallic nature of core lends magnetic properties to the earth, which relates to us. For this reason, we can live on the earth, we can stand on the earth, and this attraction works. So the life is going on easy. The core has two layers, the solid inner core and the liquid outer core. Solid inner core and liquid outer core. This is the two layers of core. The outer core comprises semi-solid rocks. The inner core is solid, though temperatures here are the highest. The temperature and the pressure of the overlying layers keeps the rock in a solid state. It helps to make the rock very solid, uh, and it uh, helps in making solid rocks. Now, rocks and minerals. What is rock and what is mineral? I have told you that the earth crust comprises numerous types of rocks and minerals. Many minerals and rocks are present in the earth's crust. Rocks are natural masses of minerals found on the crust of the earth. They consist of one or more minerals and include the hard as well as compact rocks. It is too hard but also have the quality of compact. And rocks such as, you can say, for example, granite, diamond, and loose particles like clay, mud, sand, etc. Rocks may have different colors. It has different colors, different sizes, and different textures. A mineral is an inorganic substance that contains one or more elements having specific physical and chemical properties. I have told you that the substances are elements that having specific physical and chemical properties. These type of elements are minerals, and they are lying in an inorganic substance. The study of minerals is known as mineralogy. Quartz, feldspar, mica, etc. are some of the common rock forming minerals. They form rocks. Rocks containing a particular metallic mineral in large quantities are called ores. Bauxite, of instance, is an ore of aluminium. You can say aluminium has an ore. The name of ore of aluminium is bauxite. Similarly, hematite is an ore of iron. So, dear student, this is the all explanation, and today I will finish this, and rest chapter will be taught you in the next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.